Hey everybody, it's Pete. One of the questions we get a lot is how do we know that every vote got counted and that the results were accurate? And so one of the things that we do by state law to do that is called a retabulation of results or a retab. And what that means is the morning after Election Day, the State Board of Election randomly selects three out of the 45 precincts, and then one of the machines that was used for early vote or vote by mail gives us that list, and then between that day and when we canvass, we have to basically recount, retab all those results. So this particular election, Carlinville 5 was one of the precincts that was selected. So one of the first things we're going to do is take the statement of ballots cast report that the judges fill out. And if you can see right there, they filled out that they had 97 Republican voters, 24 Democratic voters, both in terms of the spindled applications to vote and what was counted by the tabulator. And then below that, you can see we've written in 9724 because with all 45 precincts, obviously one of the things we do is scan in the voter history of each voter. And so when we scanned it in, we also came out to 97 and 24. So what that means is, when you go to vote at your polling place and you sign that application to vote and they put it on the spindle, they're numbering them as they go. So in this example right here, this is the Democratic ones, top number 24. So that means there's 24 applications to vote. On the Republican side, top number there, 97. So that means that 24 voters came in and pulled a Democratic ballot, 97 voters came in and pulled a Republican ballot. Then on election night, they print out what's called the election summary results tape. And as part of that tape, you can see it's got Carlinville 5, Democratic, count of 24, Carlinville 5, Republican, count of 97. So what that means is that we have a result from the machine that shows 97 ballots were put in that were Republican ballots, 24 ballots were put in that were Democratic ballots, which matches up with the number of voters who signed an application to vote. So everything balanced out, we have the same number of voters as we do ballots. Now, where the retab comes in is we're going to take the ballot box that the judges signed the tapes and sealed up so that we can't get into them without someone knowing. We're going to open those up and we're going to rerun them through the machine and then compare this tape that was run on election night and was signed by the judges to what we would do for the retab and see if there's any differences at all. And if there is, try to figure out what the discrepancy may be. So that's what a retab is. That's what we're doing.
All right, so then the next step here is rerunning all of the ballots through the exact same machines that were used on Election Day. I'm not going to show you all that, but this is just a little clip showing we reran them all. And then once we do, we run a result tape that shows what was done on Election Day and compare it up to what was done during the retab. And you'll notice when we get to the Republican Senate race, there was a discrepancy of one different vote. Based off what we found, we think it's because someone very lightly dotted the oval compared to filling in the oval all the way. So that's why Jeannie Evans has 11 votes on Election Day, but 12 votes during the retab. But otherwise, everything balanced out exactly as they should. We had the exact same number of ballots, and votes were counted the way they should be.